Hey guys, Harsh Squints here. Welcome back to the Platinum playthrough of Fallout 3. So last week we did the Superhuman Gambit, found some more skill books, and we also finished the Wasteland Survival Guide. So this week we are going to do the Replicated Man, which, if we go to our quest, is continue the search for the clues to the android identity or tell Dr. Zimmer he's dead. If you remember, that chick came up and shocked me. And so this is the quest we found where there's been a bunch of notes for it. So real quickly too, we're gonna go through these notes as well. Sorry, I don't know why it did that. So recruits, these are the recruits. So Susan Lancaster, she's dead. I think she's dead. At Tenpenny, Arkansas, he's a minefield. Red, and Flack from Rivet City. He's the Mesbutron, slave collar. Note from Pronto. This is our Chinese assault rifle thing. Here's the merchant contract. Just talking about when we donated the caravan trade groups. You can see Rivet City to Megaton to Tenpenny Tower to what is that? What is that just below the river? I don't know what one that is, but then there's Paradise Falls. Someone else. I don't know. I don't know who. There's Canterbury Commons. They go to the Temple and the Union, and this talking about the caravan merchants and the Rivet City Council meeting for the Wasteland Survival Guide. And here's Wasteland Survival Guide. So we're going to do our active notes. So this is the androids are real, missing android, self-determination, a request for help, and this is get it done. So we're going to listen to Get It Done, and we will find the final holotape after this.
Time's running out on finding that android. We don't get him soon, someone else will. Zimmer doesn't seem to understand we're the best at this sort of thing. I'm sure he's had others too. He won't shut up about the thing. He was babbling about a lipoplasticator and microdermal graftalizer. What are those, you ask? Apparently something doctors use to mess up someone's face beyond recognition. So we don't even have a description to work off of. To make matters worse, he now thinks the android got his memories wiped or something. Find some tech junkies, knock on some doors, and try to find something called a circuit neuralizer. Knock on some heads too if you have to. Get it done.
So that note we got from Paradise Falls. I think this one we got from Mora. These two, I'm not quite sure. So the next note we should pick up no matter what should be the note for it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's how it works. And I think we actually got two, because I think there's 4 tiers on how the notes work. So hopefully the one we pick up now should be talking about the android.
Lesson you're on
free
death's
man, a
door,
new man.
I'm busy.
So find out what Pinkerton at Rivet City knows about androids. And Pinkerton is obviously the guy we just talked to. So I'm going to let's fast travel to Rivet City, and we will play that while we walked over to his side of the boat. So Pinkerton was the guy underneath the boat who was just chilling. He knew about the Rivet City history, so it explains why he had his little shop set up there. So, and then after we do this, we're going to do the Head of State quest, which is the where the slaves want to move to the Lincoln Memorial because symbolism. And then after that, we're going to find our melee bobblehead in a creepy location. I think next week, we definitely, especially since we're doing 2 quests this week, we should definitely get be moving towards next week will be getting the level 20 karma trophies. So real quickly before I jump off this boat, I'm going to play the note right here. A free man, a new man.
Despite the harshness of the wasteland, I've discovered in more than a few here a compassion that is unheard of in the Commonwealth. Perhaps it's the daily struggle for life. Let me say thank you now for referring me to Pinkerton at Rivet City, because I will not remember any of this soon.
I don't know why it cut out like that. It's not a big deal, but it's just saying the android went to Pinkerton. So if you don't, I never did explain this. If you don't have a 100 lockpick, you can go. There's like a little door underneath that side. You have to go underwater, obviously, to get to it. It's a pain in the ass. I'd rather just wait to get to level 100. But if you, I don't know. I actually liked this quest the first time I did it because I was like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. it's weird. I like how they stacked it where the notes kind of are different. I haven't seen that in any other quest or like any even mods or whatever that I've seen people play. So I don't know. I think it's a cool thing that they do, because it's just like a kind of like one of those quests where it's like if you don't, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, oh, if you find, it's like not exactly the first thing on your mind. You're like, what do I do with all this? But like, you know, you kind of make progress towards it. We're gonna ignore that Mirelurk and go find Pinkerton, which we have talked to already, but we'll just confront about. He should tell us right away. He doesn't care. Stop. Where is he at? He's probably up top.
Why don't you look where you're going?
How about you shut up?
Stay sharp. They're everywhere.
Let's discuss the facial reconstruction mind wipe you did it for the android.
What are you talking about, boy? I don't know anything about any of that. And, what did you call it? An android? What's that?
Let's just say it's in your best interest to tell me what I want to know.
Fine, whatever. This android calls himself Harkness now. Comes in and wants a memory job. I took new memories and replaced his old ones. Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch.
I'm sorry you don't get along with Dr. Lee, but we were discussing the android.
That witch ruined my life, but you're right. Who gives a crap about any of that? You want your precious proof. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable.
Harkness should be told. You'd want to know if you were an android.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm going to have my android army rise up against you and your human ilk. Sorry. Oh, sorry I couldn't resist. I suppose you're right. But don't worry, I didn't really wipe his memories. I just buried them. But you can get them back. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines.
So why'd you help the android?
Ha! Why do you think? I wanted to crack open that Commonwealth can opener to see what was inside. There's stuff in there I'd only heard about, and even then I didn't believe it. I can see why that Zimmer feller wanted him back so bad.
So what do you know about the Commonwealth?
Most of it's blasted nothing, just like here. But there's talk, rumors mostly, about a place called the Institute. That's where Zimmer and that android came from. God knows what else they got going on in there, but it puts our tech to shame, that's for damn sure.
So he can, if you want to change your face, he can do that. But that's it for now.
Don't let your guard down.
We probably won't see him again, honestly. So yeah. So it is interesting how, like, in Fallout 4 they call them synths, and well, they changed to synths instead of androids. Because I don't know, I don't remember if they actually call them androids in. Sounds like he's stepping up the stairs. I can't believe I missed this stuff. So, yeah, I can't believe. Well, I can believe, but they, you know, I don't think they really call them androids that much. The Institute doesn't, at least. So, I mean, I guess it's all right that he called them that, but we're gonna kind of go the long way to Rivet City. Not the long way to Rivet City, but like around instead of just fast traveling. So I'll play this holotape for us. So Pinkerton's passcode doesn't matter. Harkness before picture, Harkness after. And Harkness is the security guy there. So we're going to play this.
My designation is A3-21. I'm a synthetic humanoid from the Commonwealth, and I'm about to undergo a memory transfer. I'm here at Rivet City, where I've already had my face altered to look like someone else. I'm still getting used to the sound of my new voice, but soon I won't even remember what I used to sound like. I'm recording this at the request of Pinkerton, who performed the surgery and will do the memory transfer. It will be the final testimony of the man I once was, and still am, for the moment. I want to live my own life, on my own terms, as my own man. I used to work for the Synth Retention Bureau of the Commonwealth. But I'm done with that life. I'm through with being someone's property. I am not malfunctioning. Since when is self-determination a malfunction? When this is all over, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My death is a sacrifice for my rebirth. Perhaps I'll fade into myth as the one that got away and fuel further rebellion. But I'd be lying if I said I was doing this for selfless reasons. I'm scared as hell, and running away is the only option I have.
So just so you guys know, it takes a minute to get from there to here. Interesting. Sorry. Normally Harkness, what time is it? Let's wait an hour. Harkness normally just chills in the market because we're not gonna turn him in because we're good people. So but I wonder if they mentioned Harkness or A321 in Fallout 4. I don't really dive too deep into it, and then I'll when I'm bored I'll read stuff about it to see if they mention it. But I don't know, because it is interesting that it was oh, I wonder if I'll be the rebellion. And so the Synth Retention Bureau in Fallout 4 is the people who capture the synths. So he was a courser, I guess that's what they call him. So it's interesting. And so he's he's a synth more than an android, because an android would be robot arm, robotic underneath human flesh. I got the burps. So I don't know. It's just interesting. Is he in here? Oh, great. Because we don't want to turn him in. Normally he's just in the market. I guess we'll go this way. I don't know. I don't want to be chasing around all day looking for him. So, but so this quest is pretty quick. I mean, once you find all the notes and stuff, if I did it from the beginning, it probably wouldn't be that quick. But if you know exactly where to look, there's 2 in Megaton, 1 in Paradise Falls. Red has 1. Do not take me to... Do not want to go to the science lab. Yeah, don't want to go to the science lab. And so, you could give Pinkerton that whatever, because I did that a couple of times just because I was it's the better thing to do. But,
Hey there.
I don't hate Rivet City. I like Megaton. Megaton's my favorite settlement, but it's just everyone can be everywhere. So, don't be frozen. Please don't be frozen. Okay, good. It's just I get freaked out with stuff like that. Hey, have you seen Harkness?
Hello.
Which way are you telling me to go? Oh, God. See, I can't even tell. Alright, I'm gonna go look for Harkness. I will see you guys when I find him. Okay.
Looking for trouble.
What's up, guys? I found him in the marketplace. Stupid. Took me a while to find him.
Let me or a security officer. I'm a little busy right now. Is there a problem?
You're a robot. I'm not sure how to put this. You're not who you think you are.
What's that supposed to mean? Look, kid. I don't have time for existential debate. And I'm not interested in whatever religion you're peddling.
This isn't an existential debate. You're a robot from the Commonwealth.
Excuse me? Look, kid. You have exactly 5 seconds to explain what you're trying to do here, or you'll be leaving Rivet City by the way of the nearest porthole.
I know you don't believe me, but I'm telling the truth.
Truth? If there's one thing I've learned, it's this. There is no such thing as the truth. Just the appearance of truth. And for anyone to try to sell their version of the truth, they need evidence. You have no evidence for your ridiculous claims. So I have no more time to waste talking with you.
The facts will speak for themselves. I have pictures and an audio testimony.
All right, I'll humor you. But this is impossible. I can't be a robot. I'm a human being. I breathe. I eat. Hell, I cut myself shaving this morning. I was bleeding. Robots don't bleed.
It's not real blood, Harkness. It's synthetic, just like everything else.
I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to even think about all this. I'll admit, this is pretty convincing evidence. But it doesn't make any sense. How can this be possible?
Sorry, Harkness, but this is the only way. Activate A321 recall code Violet.
Ah! My God. I remember. I remember it all. From before. Zimmer. The Commonwealth. The Institute. My God. All those runners I brought down. You. You made me remember. Why? How? Never mind. My God. What am I going to do? My life. Everything. It's all a lie.
What are you going to do about Zimmer? He's the one you were running away from.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to shove him into a very small box and send him north where he belongs.
Is violence really necessary? Can't you just kick him off the boat?
I suppose if I'm careful, I could trump up some charges and throw him out. I want to thank you for warning me about Zimmer, and for keeping this a secret. Here's a little token of my gratitude.
Well, now that you know the truth, what are you going to do?
I have two sets of memories. One android, one human. Some of these are mine. Some belong to someone else. But I'm choosing to be human. It's my choice. The people on this boat look to me to protect them. So that's what I'm going to do.
That's good, man. I'm kind of lost, Key. It's like, no? Alright, I think that's it.
Carry on, then.
So, like, I'm glad, like, it's like, oh, I didn't know I was an android. Here's my gun. So that's interesting. He's talking about the runners from, when we play Fallout 4, for those that have never seen Fallout and are just interested in the, kind of walk through, you find out more about the Institute and stuff. So, ooh, 5 more speech successes. We could be scumbags in this episode and get them, but I don't really care that much to do it. Because I actually feel bad when I do it.